Hi, everybody. Welcome to LBR Share Success. I'm Nancy Martinez. I'm the director here at Lenbush Roses of the Independent Retail Florist, Customer Channel and Marketing. And with me is my co-host today, Sandy Schreck. She's our education coordinator. Say hi, Sandy.
Hey there. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Good to have you here.
Yeah, it's super cool. So today we're talking about embracing the upcoming selling season. So this is really gets me going. This is like the really, really fun part of our year is when we can embrace and talk about the holidays and what we're going to do for the holidays. I can't believe we're already talking about the holidays, but that's okay. It's all good. And it's going to be fun. I see that we have people in the room, so anybody has questions, feel free to go down to the chat and ask. Sandy and I will keep our eyeballs on that throughout the webinar and answer whatever questions you may have. And if you want to just let us know, pop in there and tell us who you are and where you're from. That would be awesome as well. Okay. So to get going, I want to have Sandy take us to, she's really in control of everything. So whatever you see today is really because Sandy's got the con. Take us to our Facebook floral community page. Awesome. Okay. And so one thing I love about this page is that we can ask you guys anything and you guys engage and embrace it. And I just appreciate and love you all for doing it. We had a late night post last night. We're like, hey, help us. What are you guys doing to embrace the upcoming holidays? You know, that means the season, the fall, the winter, and share some ideas. And so what did you guys do? You helped us out and you shared. And one thing we learned and I want to share because I threw out the softball that if you give us some good ideas and we use it, you'll get a free LBR t-shirt. So clearly that was worth a lot to people and we got some great ideas. One from Debbie. Debbie talked about, if you want to scroll down, about doing make and take classes with wreaths. And I'm like, oh, that's so awesome. And how the heck are you going to do that? And how do you still do classes and get people to come and embrace it? And so she responded again, and they require masks, which is normal. And they really split up people like two to a very big table, one on one end, one on the other. And they put people in at like half-hour increments. So after your class is done, another one doesn't start for another half hour. And that's really to alleviate any congestion, I would say. And so we appreciate that. She said this is her favorite part of the year, and being able to still do those classes because, you know, that's what people like. I mean, to be able to make a wreath and bring it home for the holidays, you know, the girlfriends still have to have fun, right? Or guys, whoever, kids, parents, families, it's a cool thing. Lindsay also commented, she's from Sprinkles of Joy, and what a great name, by the way, because this whole season brings us joy. They're going to do a Christmas kickoff still at the beginning of November, and they're like, why wait, right? Everybody needs joy now, so they're starting early, which I think is awesome. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but look outside. We see sprinkles of snow outside here, and it's showing us that the holidays aren't really that far away, right? So so that's awesome that they're transitioning their store already. And another fun thing that they're doing is each week they're offering a free gift with purchase. So if customers spend over $75, they give a little gift. So if you want to find out what kind of stuff they're giving, go back to our Facebook Floral Community page. I asked the question to Lindsay and she hasn't responded yet, but I can guarantee she'll get back to us on that. So that's kind of a fun thing, gift with purchase, encourage people to come back and spend and shop with you. So, and then lastly, they're doing a support local. They're wearing t-shirts that say that, I believe on the, what is it called? support local Saturday. Help me out with it, Sandy.
Small Business Saturday.
What is it?
Small Business Saturday.
Business Saturday.
It's just really, a big trend right now with people are supporting local restaurants, local businesses, small businesses, and just really looking at that community. So anything that you can do to promote that and be involved in the community. But not only think about Small Business Saturday, but start promoting that right now, because you see the other retailers out there going after those holiday dollars really early. And so we want to make sure that our florists get that same piece of the pie.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I throw some ideas out on our community page if you have some on what you're doing for that event. I want to give a shout out to Sarah, our social media specialist, that's really been encouraging conversation and engagement on the page. And I encourage you to continue to go there and share and learn and inspire others, as well as being inspired by others there. All right, Sandy, what do you got?
Place where, one of the other things that Lindsay talked about during one of her webinars was thinking of her customers as friendstomers. And so we think of, as our customers as partners, but even beyond that, the floral community as being friends that can all help each other rise up. And so to be able to have those great ideas that just spark something in your area that you can use is a really great way to go. Some of the things that we see some of the people doing, we'll take a look at the spruce tops. Give me 1 second, I gotta share. I lost my share.
So to piggyback on that, Sandy, it's like you may have your own business and your own shop and feel like, but you don't have to feel like you're alone. I think being able to engage with other people in the community, again, has just really been helpful for a lot of our florists. So it's been great.
Yeah. And so one of the things we look at is spruce top planters, but think about them as harvest planters maybe already right now. So we definitely saw the plants freeze and die out, but don't skip over that whole fall season. You can see here, this is one that I believe Georgia created, and using some seasonal greens, so some of the cedar, but also using some of the fall leaves and pumpkins, pumpkins just not sitting out, but utilizing those into the planter. And then that way, once that we get past that fall season, she can easily pluck those pumpkins out and then put spruce tops in there and change that out. But don't only think about selling those things once, think about the opportunity to sell 2 looks in that. And so that you have a reason to go back out to that customer and service all of the seasons. As we look also, we see people putting up their trees already and really doing a lot of decorating. It's out in other retailers, and why shouldn't flower shops have that same market advantage? But here you can see Bloom Floral, Kelsey down in Algona, Iowa. One of the trees that she posted kind of has a little bit more of an autumnal feeling to it. So it has really kind of that trans-seasonal look and really rich, adding those emerald greens in there, along with some dried botanicals and some of those things that you can use in some of those spruce top planters too, that can be trans-seasonal. And here you can see how they can transform into more of a decorator holiday look.
It just looks like a nature wonderland, doesn't it? I just love that. And Sandy, could you flip back quick over to Georgia's spruce planter?
Yeah, give me 1 second.
The reason I love this is that, yes, there's snow on the ground. We're going to get nice weather, right? Next week, they say, and the week after, I think. So really, I mean, this year is a great year to transition that, because we feel snow because it is snowing, but I love the idea of still bringing in the oranges and the reds and the fall elements in there, and then like you said, just having them switch it out in a few weeks after the Thanksgiving holiday. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and just going into some of the other things to start thinking about potentially is the pre-selling. So we see many times people going out. I mean, Black Friday isn't Black Friday anymore. It's already, deals are out there, and we want to make sure that we're out there strong with that too. So make sure you're telling your customers, you can book with me. I can take your order in advance so that you can cross all those things off your Christmas list or your holiday list, Thanksgiving list. But really think about doing some early order discounts, purchase with purchase, or like a coupon to come back in December, and so that you get them back in to buy some more ornaments and some gifts. So those are some things to think about. And as we go back to the community page, we'll just take a look at Rachel's suggestion, and Nancy's going to talk about that.
Yeah, so we've heard this before from Linda. If you were back in that webinar with Osage Floral, she did roses and rolls during I think it was the Valentine roses and rolls. Otherwise, it was Mother's Day. One of those where she partnered up with a local bakery. Brett and Corey mentioned it from Stems and Vines and Prior Lake. They partnered. And if we look, and I can't see it, Sandy, are you going to the? Yeah, thanks. So if we go back to Rachel from, nope. If you hover it over. Oh.
Yeah, that's right. So collaborate with other small businesses.
Yeah, so what Rachel's doing is she's going and partnering with a local butcher, the local co-op, and I asked her, well, how is it as far as like coordinating invoicing or pricing, and she simply just sells it to them at a 20% discount rate. So that's awesome. Sells it to them, and then she's flexible where she will buy them back if they don't sell. So it's really a no loss for the people she's partnering with. They can sell the arrangements to their customers for whatever they want to mark them up for, but she also has the buyback program. So some really creative and innovative ideas there. And I know going back to the webinar with Brett mentioned from Stems and Vines, they opted to do the delivery, had their delivery van, totally decked out and rebranded, and did the delivery for all their cooperative combined sales, and that just really gave them that type of advertising throughout their community. So that was awesome as well. So yeah, many different ways to do it. Love the creativity that everybody has around it. So it's great.
We have the vehicles, the flower shops have the vehicles. So sometimes bakeries and some other type businesses will look to be able to partner with you, and you sell for them, they sell for you. Restaurants supporting takeout, takeout Thursday, make sure, and takeout Tuesday, that they're selling flowers with it too, and so that you're able to really get on that. So another great thing that happened this last week actually was, yes, one of the favorite days that we look forward to, and was Pedal It Forward. And we had the opportunity to be a part of that. And just give me a second there to get the right screen.
Yeah, Pedal It Forward, I'll just jump in while you're finding it, Sandy. Pedal It Forward, over 46 stores of our customers participated. Thank you all for participating. Through us, you gave away over 7,000 bouquets, which means that personally touched over 3,500 lives and hearts, and then they got to do the same. So what a great event. This is on our blog. Georgia wrote a really nice Pedal It Forward wrap up here if you'd like to read it. And Sandy, if you go ahead and scroll down, there was just a message that she ended with here that I think is really resonated with me. And she says, I encourage you to live your, let's go. Oh, yeah. I encourage you to live your life in a pedal it forward kind of way each and every day. So that just got me to think, pedal it forward isn't just one Wednesday in October. What if you had a promotion on Thanksgiving and it was buy one, give one, right? Arrangement or centerpiece. And what if they were identical and I bought one for myself and I bought one for my sister and had it delivered to her, knowing that we couldn't be together, but we had the same thing on our tables and it just helped that bond a little bit more. So just throwing that out there for an idea of a buy one, give one kind of campaign. Thanksgivings probably aren't going to be, the large gatherings that we're used to. They're going to be more intimate, but they're ever still the special event that they should be. And I think we're going to see a lot of floral being given, right? And in small, you know what I'm trying to say, in small settings. So
You know, it's going to change a little bit this year. It's going to be smaller type gatherings, but it could be traditional or traditional in look, but different in the fact that not everybody's going to be able to be together. But just going back to Pedal It Forward, actually Lisa from Candlelight Floral actually got picked up by the National Society of American Florists. They featured her shop giving away some of the flowers, and it's a national effort that we've been involved in, and so it's great to hear that international or national press on that. And just like Nancy said, think about what are the opportunities to bring this into every day. And I love that buy one, give one. And I think it can be a great promotion that we'd have opportunities to be there and just appeal to that, the emotions of flowers and flowers being able to be on the table and have your presence at the table, not sitting there, but in a gift that brings beauty to their celebration. We're looking, some of the Thanksgiving things may not look the same. And we just look here, we have a beautiful bouquet from Lindsay, and just looking at alternate colors. And so another one just like that tree that Kelsey did. So here, a little bit less traditional, kind of a trans-seasonal look. That's going to be a little bit longer lasting look in the home and kind of can transition into the beginning of December. But just promoting flowers mean love, and bring joy, and send them just because you want to be there.
Yeah, it's awesome. That's beautiful. I love that color combination.
Yeah, that's been that, and then just a little bit of the dusty, adding in that more vintage look with some lavender and pink. We did a webinar last week that we'll have coming up this week that kind of uses some of those color tones. But a couple other things to do is to think about partnering with your local community. What's your Chamber of Commerce doing? Getting the businesses together. What kind of cause marketing can you do? For example, Allie from Lexington Floral had done one that was supportive of the George campaign, and but thinking about things beyond what you have, so that you have partnerships that you can develop through fundraiser opportunities. A lot of conventions and those types of things were canceled this year. So how can you work with those people? Also, food shelves we know are really low right now. What's the opportunities there as well? Um, Another campaign that we saw happening a lot in the spring, that we kind of haven't seen come back really yet, but is the Adopt a Resident program. I know that Chickadee Floral out of Kimball, Minnesota, did one that where my parents are, and now I look at the plant in my dad's window. Of course, I can't go in there and take it out, but there's a dead kalanchoe there, and so it's time to start thinking about doing those programs again. So we've got great mums that can be options to get in there right now. Here you can see Kelsey Thompson from Bloom Floral in Algona is already doing pre-booking. She's got Send a Blessing, and help us bless, love it, and bless the local nursing homes with seasonal cheer. A $10 donation will provide a resident with a blooming Christmas cactus and a virtual hug. And so you can see there on that she's taking orders just by the comments. And so she's got 2 sold, 1 sold, 3 sold, 3 sold. And so it's effective social campaign. It's not something she's going to make a ton of money on, but the goodwill that happens with it, and also the recognition. I know other people contacted those resident homes and had the resident home, did a promotion like this, and had the resident homes send a email campaign out to the families of the residents, and got really a lot of responses for that, to be able to send plants in as well. And so I'm hoping that people will embrace this program again, and think about the elderly people that are shut in. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's good. And I think what you were saying, Sandy, is that they emailed the families to contact the floral shops directly, and so that they could provide whether it be a donation or to provide something for their family member. Yeah, super.
Yeah.
Yes, it's heartfelt. This is what flowers do, right?
Yeah.
They bless people. It's awesome.
Many of those, they were just talking about them opening back up, and now they're on lockdown again. So it's very tough.
Yeah, no, that's good
For them right now.
Hey, I just want to interject. I watched a podcast. No, you didn't. I listened to a podcast this morning. They just had a great idea, and this was for something that's not even in this industry, but it was a food industry, and they sent with every order a bingo card, and then one day they virtually played bingo, and people won prizes. So I was just thinking, what if some people who, if they came into your shop or prior to Thanksgiving, sent an arrangement, or did the buy one get one, whatever you want to do, then they were sent the bingo card, and everybody's online the day after Thanksgiving, right? Nowadays, I mean, how many people are really going to bust for the doorbusters? Since they're online, you could do a quick Facebook Live bingo game, engage the family, and have some fun, and give them reasons to come back out to your store. So someone run with that, because I think it's a great idea, and then share it, and then tell us how great it was.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure. No, it is. So if you have other need for inspiration, to just take a look at, we have another LBR playlist that's LBR Inspires, and that has seasonal designs on. with some of the materials that we're carrying, but creating traditional designs, hand-tied designs, and a variety of materials. And so we have our LBR lives that we have cooler tours in there. And then we also added a wedding and corsage section. So on the YouTube playlist. So if you haven't subscribed, make sure and take a look at those.
Yeah,
And
lots of holiday ideas. I mean, boom, there's already 4 current and trendy videos that you really go through some of the more trendy elements. I love the one that uses that fuzzy leaf, the big green salty. I don't know, what do you call it? It was awesome.
yeah, there's Velvet Magnolia.
Maybe that's it.
Uh,
Fuzzy, velvety, whatever. It just gives that really cool texture, so people can learn.
Probably, and then in the, I gotta think, in the Nordic design has the, well, some kind of more snowy branches and fuzzy, but using basic everyday things, some of the cedar eucalyptus, and so that they're the kind of that trans-seasonal look too, that is more of a winter look rather than specific holidays, so that people are going to be in their homes a lot more, and to have something that they can enjoy for longer than just the holiday season. So it's just another example of a way that we're partnering with you to really implore success in your flower shops. And we really value our customers and want to add all of these extended services that we're doing with the social media, the community, with the playlist, the LBR education, and just looking at all of those options to increase our value as your partner in success, not just a vendor.
Yeah. Well said, Sandy. Yeah. And just to piggyback on that, we could be just a vendor and someone that you just buy awesome products from, but we are striving to be more. And we look for you to let us know what we're doing right, what we can improve upon, and how we can engage and become more valuable to you. So appreciate that.
Yeah, and so we're always looking for new guests to be involved on this LBR Shared Success program. And if you have ideas that you'd like to share and be involved in doing as a guest, make sure and give me a contact. You can send us emails or just comment on the Facebook page. Maybe be asking in the future here if anybody has things that they'd like to be involved in. And our next LBR Share Success will be Tuesday, November 10th. So put that on your calendar, and we may be switching to Wednesday, but we'll let you know on that. Just kind of discussing some of those options right now. But we appreciate your attendance today and wish you much, much success. Hope you take some of these ideas and run with it and tell us about it. What's working and what are you putting in place? So thanks so much. Bye-bye.